penalty now to put the ball in the air. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. On the return, here's Justin Gilbert. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. In Week 5, Pittsburgh, they wore the Bumblebee jerseys, and Ben Roethlisberger, he likes wearing those Bumblebee jerseys. 380 yards, 4 touchdowns, 34-47.
Does it sharpen his vision downfield? Does it help him find his receivers? But I don't think it's just that, because remember against Kansas City, threw 5 touchdown passes, no interceptions, coming off of the Philadelphia game where they didn't have much success.
Yeah, so add them together. 9 touchdowns, no picks the last 2 weeks for Big Ben. Incomplete to open things up. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and that'll bring up second down. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 78 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete.
Pass, offense.
So the flag is for the very rare illegal forward pass penalty.
Not often that a quarterback forgets where the line of scrimmage is. They have an innate sense about it. And this play, the quarterback did.
Now Prescott steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We have so many different terms for third down, third and short, third and long, third and manageable. How about third and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Charles, Ezekiel Elliott, he's on quite a 3-week stretch, isn't he?
He certainly is, and when you think about where he was drafted, number 4 in the entire draft, and the prevailing wisdom that says you don't draft a running back that high, you can get a back later on who will do the same type of damage. I don't know if it's going to continue to hold up that way. Ezekiel Elliott is powering the Cowboys in the early season.
134 on the yardage side against the Bengals and 2 touchdowns. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offensive coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
This is Bell on the dump-off. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 97 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good. that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. Just in case you were wondering, Brandon, if Le'Veon Bell's a true 3-down back, of course you weren't. But how about this for numbers? 66 yards on the ground. 154 total yards from scrimmage because he had 88 through the air. Tell me what he can't do as a running back.
I read a couple articles that with him back, they also put in some new plays, and that's what he does. He expands your offense all around. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A screen to Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
These Dallas Cowboys on offense, they have been humming. In fact, note you and I were discussing before the game, first team in NFL history to have a rookie QB with 1,000 yards passing and a rookie running back with 500 yards rushing through 5 games.
Those numbers would be good no matter what year they're in the league. But when you say rookie at quarterback, rookie at running back with that, that's off the charts. And boy, that offensive line, they've got to be walking around with big smiles knowing how much they've contributed to that.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Unable to connect on the first down pass.